Ra's al Ghul, Penguin, Lex Luthor, the Riddler, Bane, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Doomsday, General Zod, and the list goes on. The point is, DC has enough villains to keep us on the edge of our seat for the foreseeable future. And since the DCU contains so many characters, roughly 10,000, we might say there's no way they could ever exhaust their library of evildoers. And yet, as vast as their catalog may be, in the majority of DC films we've seen over the past decade, there seems to be one villain happening over and over: the Joker. Many of the actors that have brought him to life seem to have made such a profound impact on the DC writers that every other villain carries traces of the laughing master of chaos. And this makes sense considering how both Jack Nicholson's swaggy gangster Joker and Heath Ledger's clever psychopath both brought new revelation to who the Joker is, and thereby had a ripple effect in related films based on what was assumed to be working. It's as if Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight is whispering in the ears of every other villain in the DC universe, telling them to forget what their real motivations are and subscribe to an attitude of pro-chaos villainy. We can see traces of this in The Batman, where Paul Dano's Riddler takes a tone of terrorism built around broadcasting threats to Gotham City, inciting a fearful excitement into the masses. When alternatively, the Riddler really gets his fix not by spreading pandemonium, but by constantly reminding Batman that he's smarter than him. And that's really the main difference. The Joker, in his conviction to chaos, is obsessed with showing Batman his dark side. By doing this, he will set the proverbial Bruce Wayne free of all the social and legal rules he's trapped in following and finally be liberated from the empty systems. One refreshing reminder of the variety of villains in the DC universe is Suicide Squad, which gives us time and space not just to understand each villain more deeply, but see what makes them distinctly different from each other, including the Joker. In fact, the Joker was never made a member of the Suicide Squad, which says it all, doesn't it? While other villains had dark motivations that could be manipulated to get them to work together, the Joker stood apart from the rest as the representative of committed disorder, which of course makes him a very interesting villain, but not the only one.